Following a sketch sometimes makes scrapbooking that much easier, and at Scrapasketch, that is the purpose of Lisa's Great Creations. Hi everyone, it's Kathy here, and I'm known as Kathy P at Scrapasketch, and I am doing this sketch number 206, which is the weekly Friday release, and I am using Take a Break, which are printables from Lisa's great shop. And I'm going to be creating that layout for my and my daughter's arrival to the terminal to get on the cruise ship on sailing day. So I'm using Take a Break, which is an amazing set of papers, which is perfect for any travel page. And I'm going to just cut them so that they match the layout as per Lisa's sketch. Now, the beauty of Scrapasketch is that each Friday, Lisa releases a new sketch, and on the first of every month, she releases premium sketches at her premium site, www.scrapasketch.com, which you can access for a small subscription fee over the year. And it really isn't that much, but you get access to a whole range of exclusive deals and also sketches and a gallery of inspiration. So it's well worth checking it out. So these papers here are printables from her range, and as I said, they're the Take a Break range, and I am using them to create the pieces on the background. I've gone with a plain black base today, which is a little bit unusual for me because I don't always go with a plain background. I always usually use a pattern background. So that's a good indication that these papers are patterned enough for what I need to achieve on this layout. So I have cut my pieces here. They are 4 1/4 by 5 in one and 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 in the other, and that's going to allow for the layout to be put together easily. I'm inking the edges here, and I'm using prize ribbon as my distressed oxide for my distressing to the edges of the pieces, and I like how it's picking up the blue as the focus. And I really did want the blue as a focus because the cruise ship, all Royal Caribbeans are blue, and also my clothing in the photos are blue. So it's really important that I pick up the photos and make the photos the feature, and the way to do that is to pick out the colours of the photos to match your papers. All right, I'm also going to be a little bit different in the respect that on Lisa's sketch that you can see here, I have all those 4 pieces in place, but around the edge she has a border which looks stitched, and I am actually going to do a lazy running stitch around the outside of this one as well. So I'm going to put down the pieces of paper first, and I'm using my double-sided tape, of course. You can use an ATG runner or you can use glue, your choice, whatever is your preferred method of adhesing your papers to your paper, go right ahead and use them. I like double-sided tape. I just find it a little bit easier to manipulate, and I also just like that it sits flat. I wouldn't know about an ATG gun because I've never used one, but if it's like a tape runner, I find they run out pretty quickly. So I'm putting down these pieces. So for some reason, some I did 4 lots of tape around, and others I just did the 2. Generally, I usually do 2, but sometimes like you just saw on that blue one, I will do the 4. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. It's just something I do when I'm taping it up ready for usage. Very strange. I like this blue paper here. This has got little icons on it, little travel icons on it. It's really cute, and I love the blue arrows on this one. The cameras, of course, you need your cameras when you're traveling. It's very important. And then, of course, I do like that chevron paper at the top. It's just beautiful. The pattern is amazing. I just love the colours. All right, I do have a stitch guide, which I'm going to use to punch my holes because I'm hopeless. I can't get them even otherwise. And I'm going to use it to guide where my stitching is going to go around this one. And I am going to stitch around the square here, which I had forgotten that I had done that. But yes, I did stitch the inside of the square, which, that's a pretty unusual thing for me as well, to actually hand stitch quite a piece of my layout in detail, and I'm liking how that's turning out. And I do both of the squares that way. And as I said, I also then go around the outside and do the whole outside border of the layout by stitching as well. It does take time to stitch, people. It's not fast. It does take time, and but the effect is really good. The texture is lovely, and it just looks really polished when you actually use the thread and take the time. Now, ideally, I'd love to hand sew more often on my layouts, but time is a factor. It does take time, and I'm honest with you, I don't often have the time to sit there and stitch. I just want the layout done, or I need to get the layout done for a hop or whatever, and I don't have the time to sit there and stitch because my life is very busy, and unfortunately back at work again means even less time for my creative, which is sad. But I need to make sure that every day I do something. So you know, stitching is one of those things that is relaxing yet time consuming. So as you can see, I'm working my way around the layout, and I'm making sure that all those dots are going into the right spacing, and this will allow me to stitch quite evenly across the layout. I've left it in full, so you can just see the amount of time that's required to set it up. Now, I have sped it up a bit. I think I've got it 3 times the speed here, maybe a bit, maybe 4. I'm not too sure. But even so, it's still taking time to put those holes into the layout. Now that I've done that, I'm going to get my thread, which I am using a spool of pink today because I'm picking up the pinks in the papers. And I'm just going to, as I said, do a lazy running stitch around my pieces that I want stitched. That's the 2 squares and the whole border framing of the layout. Now, I'm not going to do it all on screen for you. I just want to show you how it works. As you can see, I'm going every like under over or a running stitch, and I'm not joining them, I'm not going back on them, I'm just going to leave them open as though I do with my faux stitching when I do a pen. So now I have done the stitching there in the 2 squares, and I've also stitched that border that you can see there as well. Now that that's done, I can get my photos ready, and I am going to mat them. I am doing one with a single mat with the white and one a double mat. It's going to have the black and the white to really make it pop off the page. So that again requires layering and patience. This one here is my daughter standing at Circular Quay when we arrived on the train ready to go, and that is us together with the ship in behind us. And the ship we were on was the Anthem of the Seas. Fantastic ship, beautiful sailing. We were very excited that sailing day actually came, and that I was allowed to go. There was a time where we thought that wasn't going to happen, but it eventuated, and it was very exciting. I had already done a South Pacific cruise previously with my best friend, but for my daughter, this was her first South Pacific cruise, and you know, a longer cruise. So it was pretty exciting for her as well. I have this branding strip here that has a quote on it, and that's going to be my title. Instead of just putting a title across that square there, I'm putting it by using the branding strip, and it says, "The best things in life aren't things," and that is so true. I have fussy cut out a whole lot of icons from the range that Lisa has, and I'm putting that on the layout as well. And this one here is the arrow, which, you know, Lisa has a title in that top square. I'm just using the arrow as a feature to point to the fact that the best thing in life aren't things, it's about actually going and doing stuff. You know, experiences, you can't beat them. Life is too short, you need to get out there and live. As I say to my children, it's all about having lived, not to look back and say, I wish I had of. So I did that for many, 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 many years, and now I just go and do, because it's so important. Life's too short. You never know what's coming around the corner, and the memories will last. And, you know, the kids will get those experiences. Take the time, do it. Just all I can say is just do it. If you want to do it, stop talking about it, just get out there and do it. And that's what I tell my kids all the time. So this was one of those just get out there and do it moments, and going on this cruise was amazing. We had a really good time, and once again, I can't wait to my next one. Need to be booking one. That's on the agenda as well. All right, so I'm just going to write in that we arrived at the ferry terminal, which is where the international shipping terminal is. We were getting ready to go, and this was us outside waiting to get on the ship, and it was just a very big, exciting day. My other daughter came down to spend the morning with us as well. That was exciting as well because she she was down on the docks when we finally got on ship, and she took photos of us up on the deck from down below, which was really really something exciting and special as well. Like to go on one with all the girls. It would be lovely just to spend our time with just the 3 girls. Maybe that will come in the future, but one's married and got the other 2, but it's a little bit different once they get married, isn't it? So here's the branding strips. Here are the journal strips telling the story. That's important too. The story is always important on your layouts. So taking time in hand journaling, that's another skill that's dying, and as I believe this will be, I believe our scrapbook pages are history. They are the everyday for now. They're what historians in the future will look at and learn from. I truly believe that. We do it by looking back in past at people's photos and journals and diaries. So why not our scrapbook albums? They're going to be history in the future. So it's really important that the story is there so that people of the future know what's going on. Who knows? Cruise ships may be a thing of the past. You never know what's going to happen. So record everything, document it. It's really important. Now I'm adding in my Nuvo drops. I'm going with the yellow just to add a little bit of colour and brightness, and it's just popping up the yellow from the, if you have a look, you will see there's yellow in my bag and my clothing. That really does pop up, and it just highlights that. I've done the 3 in the strategic places to do the visual triangle, and now I'm just going to add some splatters just to add a little bit more detail, a little bit more texture to the layout, so that it's just not just sitting there as 4 flat squares on the layout. And that's as simple as it needs to be to add that little bit of extra design technique or a little bit of extra artistic flair to your layouts. Grab a paintbrush with a bit of water and some ink, or use these spritz as I'm using. This one is the weathered paint distress spray, and that's how my layout has come out. And I'm really excited that it was, such an easy layout to put together, but it looks really effective. Have a go, people. Go check out Lisa's shop for the printables. Look at that. See, that splatter just adds that little bit extra. You can see the stitching there. There's the journaling. The photos really are the feature of the layout, and that's important. And it all came together so easily as you just watched. You too can do this. Go and have a go. Go and check out the Facebook group, which I'll have in detail down below, and leave some inspiration in your world by checking out the sketches. They are fun to work with. Look how beautiful those papers are. And that's the sketch. Did I achieve it? What do you think? Does the layout look like the sketch? I think it came pretty close. So I know you can do it. You need to do it. Go and have a go at this. Check out Lisa's shop on Facebook. She also has books with sketches. If you use my code Kathy Loves to Scrap 10, you'll get 10% off. Give me a thumbs up and a hype. And if you're new, I hope I've done something to make you want to subscribe. See you soon, guys. Here's the next layout, and I'll catch you there soon.